Hi, and welcome to the FindFocus show. I'm Martin Bödecker, and today we will talk about a really special topic. It's about automation, and I want to start this episode with an example from the aviation industry. And I will just reference a short paragraph from the book The Glass Cage by Nicholas Carr, one of my favorite books about automation and the use of computers and how it affects our life. And basically the story goes like this. On January 4th in 2013, the first Friday of the new year, the Federal Aviation Administration released a one-page notice. It had no title. It was only identified as safety alert for operators. And basically what it says was that pilots of aircraft should not use autopilots all the time, because if they do, it will likely lead to more crashes because of the reduced skills. Pilots do not train their skills anymore. And this is something I noticed in the marketing industry, in the online marketing industry, or in businesses in general as well, that people, or a lot of people, entrepreneurs, automate way too soon. Please do not get me wrong. I love automation. I use it for lots of different parts of FindFocus and this podcast. So for example, I use my software to build my habits throughout the day. I use a social media scheduler like Social Bee and a missing letter to post stuff on social media like Twitter and YouTube and whatever. I use Anchor FM to distribute this podcast to like 10 different platforms. I do not even know like where this podcast is distributed and where you're listening to this or watching this. And I use another tool to automatically adjust the volume of this podcast. And I also use another cool software where I designed the cover for this podcast and this episode, and I really loved it. But what I really want to talk about is the topic of skill and how it relates to automation. And when I started this journey of becoming an entrepreneur, this was not clear to me. And I think when it comes to technology, sure, it can help to automate it, to save a lot of time. What gets lost oftentimes is, just like by using an autopilot, is the skill that we actually need to build successful businesses. And this is something that I see a lot of people get wrong. Like in the beginning, I think every entrepreneur should start without automation and just trade time for money. I know the goal of a lot of us is to build like passive income systems and having a really automated business, making sales automated online. But it all starts with learning basic skills. And if you're an entrepreneur or running a business, this means like talking to people and building a real relationship, because I think that's where the most value is created. And like you will get a lot of value from this podcast by listening to this, but it would be something completely different if we were talking directly to me and we could analyze your situation one-on-one, and like where you're stuck with your habits and your business and all. But that takes a lot of time from my side, and having the podcast allows me to share this into the wide open, which is great, which is what I really love about the internet. But at the same time, it's so easy to get stuck in this rabbit holes into online discussions that lead basically nowhere and that are just a complete waste of time. So I think the way to build a successful online business, even if you go like the passive income model, or like trying to sell info products online or something, it's all around the value you provide and the skill that you need to acquire first before you can actually help other people. I remember reading Russell Brunson's Expert Secrets, and in the book he says you have to break the 4-minute mile first before you can show other people. And this is something that a lot of people who are trying to build an online business get wrong. And for me right now, I'm trying to build the skill of talking freely to you, to record myself on video, to do my podcast and YouTube videos and Facebook videos. And right now it's really about getting the practice in and building this identity, something I talked about in the last episodes. And it's really about practicing. And another thing that really matters is scaling. It's completely different if I provide this value to you via an automated system, like distributing it through all the different online channels that are out there. And it also depends on how much value you actually receive, or the audience receives from what I'm putting out here. And for example, I posted one of my episodes about the Pareto tree principle on different Facebook groups and on Reddit. And I noticed that on Reddit, people were like really, really critical, whereas on specific Facebook groups that were around like online marketing, it was received really, really well. And this is something I thought to myself, like, I really like the Pareto principle, and I just have to put my content in front of the right people. And these are the people who, like you, who listen to my podcast or watch my video. And over time, we will build a relationship, an intimate relationship. And that's why I love podcasts so much, for example. And ideally, I would like to help you, like in your situation. Like right now, I'm still starting out. I'm currently preparing my first online summit, the Pareto Marketing Summit, where I will talk about the Pareto principle more in detail and interview other experts to really condense all the knowledge that they gained in the last 10 or 20 years, or however long they're already working online and building businesses, and helped other people to build successful brands and businesses online, and really bring this to you. And because when it comes to building a successful business, it's really about the value you provide and how our customers perceive this value. And one of my favorite examples was a podcast I did a couple of months ago with Hunter Otis. Hunter helps people to overcome porn addiction, and for me, there's a huge there's a huge community, the NoFap community on Reddit, and it's completely free, and people try to help each other to get over porn addiction. And Hunter built a successful business out of this, and by just helping a few people. But he charges like I don't know what a typical therapist charges, like a couple of $1,000s to really get to the ground and help people one-on-one, and also building a community of people who want to overcome this addiction. And that's when I realized it's really about helping people and helping them to overcome their struggles. And while the information on Reddit might be useful to some people, other people might need more like personal help and are willing to pay a lot for this, even though you might think it's a stupid topic. But it's really like how he makes like a 6-figure business, how he built his 6-figure business, and there was like such a huge insight for me that it's possible like to build an online business, for example, in this niche, and really charge a lot of money. And same goes like with time management and everything. And that's why I decided I had the same problem with FindFocus. Like FindFocus was the software for basically everyone, like for students and for PhD students, for people working online, and for writers, authors, and a lot of people compared the software to free tools like Self-Control. And I'm not able to build a successful business if I'm giving away my software for free. I have to have like a value ladder, and to find the people who are willing to pay for my advice and what I have to share. And I think it's the same in your business as well. Or if you're trying to build a business, you have to find the top 1% of people who are really willing to pay for your advice. And one huge insight I had when I looked at my specific topic, when I was trying to get FindFocus out into the market, was seeing my wife. I know a lot about these dangers of automation and using technologies and getting addicted to the internet and to porn and to everything. And but I'm still not able to convince my wife to put her phone down. Like she still is scrolling to Instagram and Facebook, and basically I stopped trying to change her. Maybe she will get it at some point. I don't know. I still love her like with all my heart, but if she's not willing to, like, if she does not see this as a problem, then I'm not able to help her, because she does not want my help. And if I'm not able to help my own wife, even though I believe this is a huge problem and that she would be much better off if she goes to bed earlier instead of browsing Instagram and Facebook before going to sleep, then I'm not able to help like most people out there. Like I'm having such an intimate relationship with her, but I'm not able to help any. Like if I'm not able to help her with my service, that I believe is hugely valuable to other people. And I know that from the testimonials I get about FindFocus, some people say it changed their life completely. And but I'm not able to tell my wife. That means like I have to focus on the people who say like, yeah, this is crazy valuable, and I'm willing to pay a lot of money for this, because software saves me so much time, and your advice helps me so much and saves me so much time and helps me to build my business. So that's why I decided to really focus down on the people that I want to help, which are entrepreneurs or people who want to build a business like you. And that was such a huge insight. And I'm really narrowing down on people who are struggling to build their online business because they are wasting so much time on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram. But because I know there's certain ways to make this work, but it's also really, really easy to get sucked into this online platforms, because everything is built to be so addictive. And currently, like I had a phase where I was walking through like, Facebook is really bad for me, and I quit my account and everything. But I decided to return to Facebook. But now I return like much more intentional. I'm trying to really use this as a social network to build connections with people I care about, and to find my target audience basically. And now it's completely different. But I still do not browse my newsfeed or something. I'm going into specific groups where there's my potential customers, trying to find out what are their problems, or I'm trying to build a real relationship with people who run these groups, who could potentially send people to my virtual summit, or become a speaker on my virtual summit. So my goal is to build like real relationships, and ideally get to talk to people, to as many people as possible, like even via my online scheduling tool, something like Zoom. So this is something I just want to talk about today. And what I want you to do is to think about like where does it really make sense for you to use automation, and where is it you should emphasize more like building a skill, like talking freely like I do right now, because I see this people do this wrong all the time, and I did it wrong for a long time, because I did not honor like what really goes into building a skill. And I think if you want to build a successful online business, you have to start with building a skill. And once you have the skill, and the skill that is valuable to other people, then you start adding automation, not earlier. And it also depends on like which kind of where you can use automation. Like it's probably fine to use like a website template and fill it with your content, or like uploading YouTube videos automatically and distributing my podcast to 10 different platforms. That's fine, but I could not outsource like recording this podcast. This is something I do not want to outsource, and that's something you should not outsource as well. Like, so really decide which skill you want to build, and which part of your business you want to automate. And I would highly recommend you start focusing talking to real people if you want to build an online business. And then once you get to understand your perfect customer, then you can start adding automation and trying to talk to a lot of people via all the different channels. But if you're just starting out, try to talk to real people. And even if you're farther down and you already have a successful business, then it's still about talking to the right people and building relationship with the right people, to people who can get your product or your service in front of the right people. So to really finding the leverage there. And so that's something I really like. I realized something I'm not really good at, talking to people, but I'm getting better. I'm trying. I'm also trying to get better with distributing my content to all different platforms, and discussing topics. And one last thought I really want to share is like when I was posting this this Pareto tree principle on Reddit, like some negative comments were there, and I thought about should I answer the discussion? And then I decided, no, I'm just leaving it there. It does not make any sense for me to try to convince that I'm right and that he was wrong, because like he did not see the value the first time. So it would have been a waste of time for me trying to convince him. So that's another thing I wanted to say. So thank you for listening to this. Thank you for watching my YouTube video or wherever you're consuming this content. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and looking forward to serving you tomorrow.